Today is the class for 3rd Sem Civil Engineering students, subject Surveying 1, and the topic is leveling. Leveling means the linear measurement of vertical distance. So what is linear measurement? Linear measurement means the measurement of any horizontal length or vertical length. So this is a horizontal length and this is a vertical length. We measure the horizontal length by the use of chain and tape, but we cannot measure the length of vertical distance by the chain and tape. So leveling is the process by which we can measure the distance between 2 points in a vertical plane. Leveling instruments are dumpy levels, Y levels, etc. These are the instruments which are used for leveling. And staff is also a instrument which is help to measure the vertical distance, vertical measurement. Staff is like a scale. Staff is like a scale. So by the help of dumpy level and staff, we can measure the vertical distance. So what is leveling? Leveling is the art of determining the relative height of different points on or below the surface of the earth. Leveling is used in survey to establish the elevation of a point relative to a datum. Leveling in surveying is the process of determining the heights of one level to another level. So what is leveling? Look here, assume that here is a ground level. Here is a point A and here is a point B. We are required to know what is the difference between A and B, means the vertical distance. So by the help of leveling or the instrument dumpy level and staff, by the help of dumpy level and staff, we can measure the vertical distance between A and B. In second point, leveling is used in surveying to establish the elevation of a point relative to a datum. So what is datum? Datum is a reference point, surface or axis on an object against which measurements are made. Datum is a reference system or an approximation of the earth's surface against which positional measurements are made for computing location. So we can assume that the datum is like a base from where we can measure a reduced level or the difference between the points from the datum. Means if we require to know what is the RL of the point C, RL of the point C. So from the datum we can measure or we can know the RL of the point C. We can use the datum as a base from where we can know the measurement or the RL of any point on the earth or below the earth. What are the uses or purpose of leveling? To prepare a contour map for fixing cities, for reservoir, dams, barrages, etc. Means for the storage dams, for the reservoir, the deep sites are required. So for that leveling is used. To fix the alignment of road, railways, irrigation canal, etc. To determine the altitude of different point on a hill, or to know about the reduced level of different point on or below the surface of the earth. To prepare a longitudinal section and cross section of a project in order to determine the volume of the earth work. After the definition and the uses, we have to know about some terms which are used in leveling. So first one is level surface. So what is level surface? Any surface which is parallel to the mean spheroidal surface of the earth is known as level surface. Such surface is obviously in shape of curve. So look at the diagram. This is the earth center. This is the mean sea level, datum. I already discussed about datum. This is the level surface. This is also the level surface. And the black line, black color line is indicated to the NSL, means normal surface level. Normal surface level, which is indicated to the ground level. So what is level surface? The surface from where the distance of all the points of the surface are seen from the center point of the earth. Meaning, these are the points. The point distance from the earth centers are always same because of level surface. And in this level surface also, these points distance, all the points distance means these points distance from the center are same. So why the level surface shape is curved? As we know that the curvature of the earth surface is curved. So the level surface shape is curved. So this is the level surface and this is also a level surface. So the distance between these two level surface are also same and constant at all the point of the surface. Next, a line which is lying on the level surface is called level line. This line is normal to all plumb line at all the points. So when we draw a line on the surface of the level or level surface, that is called level line. And when we stand a instrument or put a instrument on the level surface or on the natural surface, we require to know about the center point of the instrument, which is called centering, and which is on the ground. So the centering is done by the help of plumb up. So that vertical line is called plumb line. That is always 90 degree to the level surface or perpendicular to the level surface. So in this point, this line is normal to the plumb line at all points because the all point distance are same from the center point. So the plumb line is normal at all point of the surface. Next, horizontal plane. Any plane tangential to the level surface at any point is called horizontal plane. When we draw a tangential plane on the level surface, that surface is called horizontal plane, and on that tangential plane the all lines are called horizontal line. Look at this. At perpendicular to the plumb line, which indicates the direction of gravity, the line which is lying on the horizontal horizontal plane is called horizontal line. So clear about the level surface and horizontal plane or line. Next one is vertical line. The direction indicated by the plumb line is known as vertical line. As I already discussed about the plumb line, so that plumb line is called vertical line. This line is a perpendicular to the horizontal line. Any plane passing through the vertical line is called vertical plane. Next, reduced level. The vertical distance of the point above or below the datum line is called reduced level. Assume that this is a earth level and this is the mean sea level, or which is called datum. So here is the normal surface level NSL, and this is the MSL, mean sea level, or which is called datum. When we know about the difference between of a point of the normal surface level, so this point distance from the datum means this vertical difference is called RL, means the datum and any point of the normal surface, that two difference the difference between 2 points is called reduced level. Okay. Next is line of collimation. It is an imaginary line passing through the intersection of crosshair at the diaphragm and the optical center of the object glass. It is also known as line of sight. So here is a instrument and here is a staff. When the observer observes the reading on staff, there is the imaginary line which is passing through the instrument to the staff, and that imaginary line indicates the perfect reading of the staff. So that imaginary line which connect the optical center of the glass of the instrument and the staff is called line of sight or line of collimation, which is always constant at one setup of the leveling instrument. So clear about vertical line, reduced level and line of collimation. Next is benchmark. So what is benchmark? These are the very important marks. They serve as reference points for finding the RL of new points or for conducting labels operation in project. So these are the points which are used in survey, and these points are very important because these points are like some important notice means when, for an example, here is a road line project. Example, when we start the leveling of a survey, means the leveling survey or some survey project or any project. The survey projects are conducted for many days. Suppose first day the work is started from here and ended here. For next day, we have to know the last survey point of the project. So to know about the last day project or to know about the RL point, we use the benchmark for the indication of the survey points, starting point or ending point. So when we end the last day work here, we have to start the next day work from here. So if we mark a point, then we will start the survey or the project from that point and continue the project. For that indication, benchmarks are used. So benchmark is temporary or permanent. Benchmark is a point of reference by which something can be measured. What are the types of benchmark? GTS benchmark, permanent benchmark, temporary benchmark, and arbitrary benchmark. So what is GTS benchmark? GTS means Great Trigonometrical Survey and GTS benchmark means Great Trigonometrical Survey Benchmark. It is a permanently fixed reference survey station or a point having known elevation with respect to a standard datum, means mean sea level. These are established all over India by Survey of India Department with greater precision. So GTS is established by the government of India. These are the well-known point or mark. This GTS benchmarks are established by the Survey of India Department at large interval of the all over the country. The value of RL, the relevant position and the number of benchmark are given in the categories published by this department, means the Survey Department of India. Next, permanent benchmark. This is a fixed point or mark established by different government department like PWD, railway, irrigations, etc. The RL of these points is determined with reference to the GTS benchmark and are kept on permanent point like the plinth of the building, parapet of a bridge or culvert, and so on. Sometimes they are kept from underground pillar because of some difficulties. Next is temporary benchmark. The survey for big project normally continues for a number of days like road project. Hence, at the end of the day, when the leveling work for that day has to be stopped, then any permanent object is chosen on which the work is stopped and can be started further on the next day. Then these types of benchmark chosen are known as temporary benchmark. With reference to this temporary benchmark, the work is carried forward on the next day and so on, which is I have already discussed. Next one is arbitrary benchmark. When small ordinary level work is to be carried out, or when the permanent benchmark is not nearby the place where the survey is to be carried out, then to start the leveling work, any object like plinth or step of building etc. is chosen as the benchmark and its elevation is assumed arbitrarily. So these are the types of benchmark. GTS, which are conducted by the Survey of India Department Government, Survey India Government Department. Permanent benchmark are established by the government like road, government by the Department of Railway, then PWD, etc. And temporary arbitrarily benchmark are used according to the project. Next, backside reading, foresight reading, intermediate sight reading, change point and HI of the instrument, means height of the instrument. These are the points which are related to the instrument, means the dumpy level instrument or the leveling instrument. First point is backside reading, which is also called BS, and the short form, means the short form of the backside reading is BS. In project, we call as or we indicate as the backside reading is BS. This is the first sharp reading taken in any setup of the instrument after the leveling has been perfectly done. This reading is always taken on a point of known RL on the benchmark or change point. So look at the diagram. This is a normal surface level or a ground level, and here is the one setup of the instrument and here is the second setup of the instrument. So every setup of the instrument we have to done some process or which is called temporary adjustment. After that we can start the observe or the reading or the measurement of the leveling, means after the temporary adjustment we can start the leveling process. So first, what is BS? So this is the first instrument. When we take the first reading of the first setup of the instrument, that is called BS. So here is the BS. Second, foresight reading. It is the last reading in any setup of the instrument and it also indicates the shifting of the instrument. So when we take the last reading, means this is the FS. When we take the last reading of the by the instrument at the setup, first setup or any setup, that is called FS. FS means foresight reading. And the readings which are taken in between the BS and the FS is called IS. So intermediate readings, IS, it is any other staff readings between the BS and the FS. So what is BS, what is FS and what is IS? When the instrument is set up, the first reading is called BS, the last reading is called FS and the intermediate readings are called IS. So here in the first reading there is BS, FS and 3 IS are present. Clear? In the second reading, this is the BS, this is the FS, and this is the IS. Next one is change point. This point indicates the shifting of the instrument. So this is the CP. CP means change point. So when we can't see the staff or we can observe the reading from the instrument station point, then we have to change the instrument towards the staff. Means when we can't observe the reading at that point, we change the instrument. That point is called CP. Next point is height of instrument. When the instrument is properly labeled, the RL of the line of collimation is called HI or height of instrument. So this line is called, I already discussed about it, what is the line of collimation or the line of sight. The difference between the line of sight and the center point of the instrument on the surface, the vertical distance between these points is called HI, means the height of instrument or HI. So clear about the BS, FS, IS change point, which is called CP, and HI means height of instrument. Next class I will discuss about types of leveling.